Recommendations for MCAS, mast cell activation syndrome, and plant-based eater, also currently pregnant. Ooh,
Mm.
that's a good one. Lots of MCAS questions. That's really
Yeah.
good.
And, we're learning more about it. So people are going to be asking more about
Very
it, which is so
curious.
important. So you might, especially depending on what you're pregnant with, because we do know estrogen is a histamine liberator. And if you're pregnant with a daughter versus a son, a female versus male, you're going to have more estrogen in your system. So that
Mm,
actually could exacerbate your MCAS symptoms a little bit more than a male pregnancy. What we do know is you want to try to reduce your histamine intake just so that um, you're not overwhelming your histamine load, your histamine tolerance, your histamine bucket, because your mast cells, when you have mast cell activation syndrome, you're already overproducing histamine. So you want to try to
mhm,
manage other histamines coming in. You don't want to completely cut off histamine or completely break down histamine because histamine is actually important for hormone production. So you don't want to be taking things like excessive amounts of DAO in your pregnancy. It's not safe, but you might use antihistamines if you are okay to do that with
mm,
your care team, or you might ask your care team of whether it is a prescription strength or over-the-counter mast cell stabilizer. You can certainly eat things that are mast cell stabilizing, like perilla, or you can have tulsi or holy basil. Vitamin C is mast cell stabilizing. You want to optimize your iron levels, which can often be low in pregnancy. So there's a lot you can do in a pregnancy if you do have MCAS. Certainly want to ensure that you are eating to support your microbiome because that is where you're naturally producing your DAO, especially in the
mhm.
lining of your small intestine. And if you have some gut issues going on there, you have more histamine coming in with those very active mast cells. So there's so much you can do if you're pregnant and you have been diagnosed with mast cell activation. It might be a little bit more specific to you, but that's a good place to start.
There are lots of gut powders and gut supplements out there, but hopefully this quick analogy will help you choose the right one. When it comes to gut supplements and gut powders, think of your gut as a garden. And in this garden, you can plant seed, you can transplant plants, or you can also facilitate healthy soil so things will naturally grow. What we opt for and what we recommend on a daily basis when it comes to taking a gut supplement is to opt for the supplement that will help the soil be healthy. This is essentially a compost for the gut. This helps ensure your gut soil is healthy, your microbiome is thriving with your own personalized fingerprint in your gut microbiome. If you're taking probiotics and not sure what they do, it's like transplanting plants that belong in tropical South America to Alaska. Sure, you can do it, you can spend money on it and time on it, but it won't last long. Instead, ensure that your soil in your gut, which is the gut structure and gut function that you uniquely have, is ready to facilitate healthy seeds, healthy probiotics coming from your environment, from your food, and so on. That is why we formulated Gut Nurture.